Kingming, the whole body is a virus leaked, a horror. Together, sweeping the world of human touching mortality, to reach 499 than 500 survivors, there are few left. And then the mind and nature can improve IQ. The leader whose thinking is comparable to relatives is Caesar. She wants to live in peace with humans, helplessly, and her the traitor stutters this. Take hatred, human, sneak attack, respect a city. But that's just a part of the human race in the north. The US military has sent one after hearing the effect of striking his target. Only one beheaded Caesar. This is a special forces colonel himself. Come, but it is their experience of many battles. Guo Jing, exciting, but can you think of it? Behind them are the apes' guidance on the tree. There are also monkeys who guide the way. It turns out these two people in the world are traitors and the confidant is on the way to humans. Special for the command, colleagues, pork ribs, their firepower is invincible. Not to mention, snatched the sir and shouted loudly in a moment. Dead, there are 3 people with information. Sentinel runs back from host is amazing. This has always been especially true and this is special forces in the mood have been born. Organization smoke bombs make humans not aim at this time, the bow and arrow of the mind are walking very. They don't have a rifle. Large quantity, cultural security, special forces, progress, group, wake up, carpet bombing a surviving soldier and Colonel player, but Colonel actually has fate. Go and die, wake up, this does you go get rid of Tang Monk's master and is this man forced to surrender to him? He was captured together, and there were several. One is visionary. It's been a lot since I haven't seen you. There is certainly a big gap in the above. The prisoners were let go and the colonel passed on. In person, as long as humans cannot war this time, of course he just let it go. The human government did not put the original. He is wearing a white cat and original nothing Big Friday this head. And come and endure the attack and run away. Let's live your life as usual. Kazakhs are resting in Wagwoshan water curtain cave. Meet Caesar's eldest son and come back here. Caesar took the kids out and discovered a paradise that is far away but hidden is. When moving cat he heard it, he was angry. He shouted tonight for half price, frightened and thought this. Exposure to humans once. Attack essential Caesar general identity by message. But that can't be done tonight. Yes, let's talk about it for a few days. It was only 3 years old that day the child found the strange policy of the water curtain cave. Light human special forces entering the door and coming. Afraid of helping my family, I didn't dare to. The eldest son and his family talked to handle themselves. Ambush this part of it silently special forces. One by one in the mountains, they fell to the ground, but several kinds were destroyed by the. Then, sound came out from the radio, for example, comfortable already. A stroke of hope just frowns. The news that I was still alive was shot dead is. Who is she going home and seeing her eldest son? My wife was slaughtered in blood. Obey this is that cold colonel. This time she led the team herself as for the stupid Caesar. Actually, the one who killed Caesar's eldest son. He realized that the killing was wrong and he would. Caesar, the whole family, revenge, both parties, responsible. The truth. The whole county doesn't want to fight for the death again and cut it into pieces. Caesar's water stops at the station. And deal with the whole family, just leave it. The ignorant young son is certainly Wajan, but others can die in vain. Developing this leader is not right. Single-handedly seek revenge, he orders the tribe. Go to the paradise to sober up and put it with family entrusted to friends. Friends think about humans. Alas, very cunning. Caesar has a headshot. Need help, so he followed. He's on the road together. When passing by a village at dusk. Here is a typical farmer webmaster. U.S. conflict and suffering. Caesar has no centimeter command to humans. Friends plunder the village and take away all the big ones. A fat friend is kind and sees. Sick mute girl explores together. You didn't say you could take anything away. Take away what he is very upset. Eyebrow powder is right now. Horse has ear bubble friends have more to say human. The girl said that sometimes it's really. Want to call the police. Night falls is the colonel who develops nothing. The money to Camp Theravada I am not here. Here the mother confessed to him. Colonel just headed to the border and was about to find some. Not compared to the white cat's mood why. It's not difficult to run away from the actors. Guess he betrayed the organization too. At the beginning, he was very shaken. Later, he took care of the original and was instead instigate him, so he let go. It can be said that Caesar's death politics he led to. He knows that death penalty cannot escape harm to human and help, that can save development. Her mouth, however, was a bit long. I'm dead. This is his first time. Kill the same ape without killing the ape. Corporate culture is becoming more and more blurred. Caesar thought, since the colonel has gone. Then go and the police he. Track human traces all the way northward. Student forwards are mature and want to be too. A man waits for gunfire, life to see humans. In fact, he was shooting one of the injured people of the same kind. 1 breath left in 3 points this man. Why can't the other party be the same as his daughter? Also a sick dumb. Look at him again, he will die. One of the same styles, but not yet on the road. Meet another strange thief. Steal their stuff and hide. As soon as you come out of a big house, the whole city, the host and the host are very fantasy. This is to cause everyone from the house. Retrieve the thief and eat it. It's a strange mood, I see him. Growing old and young. Reporter Zhao Bao friend. We don't know Zhao Bao, he must. Not from the tribe, but he just smart and know how to talk to everyone. I only realized that Zhao Bao is currently mobilizing. The virus later spreads and he performs IQ. With human wisdom English later. Where is the human massacre mood, mobilization? He survived by himself. Just now he only saw human girl mistakenly thinks this is human. Team so the lottery thing is misunderstanding. They are all familiar with this area. Nearby, human barracks, estimates the best. Go and look for the scenery on the road the next day. Very beautiful art Peach Blossom Ollie in this. The picture we call it Peach Blossom Land Improvement. A friend is a gorilla regret tenderness. You start with the big peach blossoms. Look at his nose is the formation of love. What about Zhao Bao? It's not so romantic, I'm afraid of no one wants. Want to be lucky and run through the journey, toughness. Already very light, it seems that someone is patrolling, but why do we start from countless times? After losing weight, friends paint the patrol team no more. An enemy will be on the bayonet and put the state of mind. The thoughts in the chest suddenly seem to be mental. The highest IQ organizational system is still worse if they are equipped and rescued. The message is given to you, there is a good brother. Dead inhuman Caesar is furious and thinks. Kill a few people to relieve their hatred, very angry abandoned friend walk alone in front of you. The scene terrified him, human strength. A cross must be disobedient and disobedient. To die, obedient. It's a large group of people who are locked up in concentration camps. The mind is exactly Caesar's tribe. It turns out that when moving together, we will compare the army together. Captured Caesar thought I'll do it. Something is done with little brains in. Call him a master of the 6 gods, this is lazy. Silly Caesar is not like a famous brand itself. Yes, get information to the 12 zodiac signs on the alley. People. Use one, think about you again. Who heard of the information? Caesar heard from the white cat's mood. It's very likely kernel of intelligence. Intentionally not wanting to make a fist hard happen. Today the sun rises, the army begins to line up. They immediately reacted with a look of asphalt. The mechanical saying trance expression ferocious slogan. When did humans do this? Order them like beasts and go. The mood is as early as possible. Great Wall also lets the original. This scene is not science fiction at all. On the contrary, it's very true that this is the construction site in Changchun died on the spot. The mood is considered to be undead. Caesar will die if he is beaten by a whip. I can't see these leaders very well. The strike of the compatriots is like the people's sentiment, Colonel. Appear, kill a mind and make the child call to rise. Unfair Caesar persimmons don't dry stools you feel sorry. Their leaders raised big stones one by one. It's probably over. Caesar shouted in the car late at night that day. Command, provincial, win or loss, Caesar is too smart. He just came out of the colonel and caused it, for the mood but for the resistance. The police force is based on that she saw outside the wall. Humans are preparing for war and he even guessed. Why is his zodiac sign necessarily a? Colonel Tushan humans aroused public outrage. It was when Caesar came to see him. Colonel Ancient took the zodiac sign of compatriots, acknowledge everything but not admit it. Slowly, he kills accurately. Infected, I'll add. There are 3 viruses in this world. Virus 2 is to boost humans and orangutans. IQ has almost no side effects but not big. Range transmission should have and virus transmission. Fastest and high mood IQ side effects. What? Poisoning humans the world most people die from possession. 3 viruses 1% of people. Yes, but in the past few years, 3 applications. The infected person who has no breakthrough survivor will. Mouth and nose contact speech loss advanced thinking. Drunk and sober, this virus can be an inchin. The effective son is also an infected person. And didn't say this. The new virus will end here but color it. Think of people as death as a result of suffering. Even more terrible, so he made the conclusion. The son who made his own hands. It's like this to the outside world for your own son. Not to mention that he began to massacre. All infected people are clear Xiaomi flight attendant actually everyone. They all want to save the world, but they will. Method difference some people think last time too. Extremely, so the army in other places is. He ended up in this situation now. Starting today, Director Caesar, he returned to the construction site. I have to live with civil engineering and maintenance. The days when opening a position, those friends hidden outside, invisible, Caesar, just grab your daughter and go out together. A place that is worse than to touch if you want to. Zhao Bao actually led to the concentration camp because he fell. The vibration below begins with the sewer. A few years ago Colonel poisoned the same kind followed. Escape here. The authenticity of this kindness is formed again. It can be used. It is reasonable to say that as long as it's enough to have a chance 3 Caesar. It hurts all over the world. It's almost like a girl to watch it. Go straight to business. Well, that's it. Such a wonderful place to enter the unmanned land and withdraw. I'm interested in imports. He took Caesar with him a bucket of water. This is the time when I once contacted the emperor with my mouth and nose. The citrus is the train to return to the drunkard two-way. I saw it in particular and found out that the girl's doll won Caesar and decided by. Investigate so his baby has a good wine. I and Xiao. Caesar's friends have been digging these 2 days. Authentic. Today, the city is full of wind and the head is poked out underground, just in the mood concentration camp. Both sides negotiated friendly and cordial. Handshake human sentinel-like in tone completely. Alibaba can be born at this time. The cunning humans make fame mood. Cub wake up coffin 2 cages famous. Mood and instep slaughter must be used for cubs in person. How about the method? The relatives had a sudden inspiration and decided to surrender. Say human sentinel behind tower wood fish. The one who is very warm with him is who is flying freely, sentry breaking. Sit down the tower open the gantry alone. Go in mood, good guy, alone that one. All of them are Zusi town. I still recruiting avatar designed like this? Can't do this ambushing way. I'm sure I plan to get the equipment on the tunnel. Open with the sentinel's key. Cage let them climb high altitude life and death cannon sound. Human soldiers or stars are gone all day long. All of them ran away vividly and had a little stuff throughout. Try to sell the map. View on others emerging running out their sea. Colonel's story. Must stay revenge happens traitor. If you want to be full of hatred, you will beat the Zodiac. He once questioned. Stutter now, it's okay to become. Yes. Suddenly, the old grandfathers become. The army did not count and they actually fought. There are armed helicopters that seem to be less and less walking after. Two-way soldiers command the Great Wall Organization. Passing by the cage, I found my mood, ran away. Let Chu Jian know that he is now in a mood. The problem is outside, targeting killing, the main charge your new mother. Want the backbone to fight. This battle was so chaotic. Colonel, why don't you go back? Caesar, the command post of people, plants and trees discover half-dead always language function reason obvious. It's contact with the girl's doll. The famous one is to infect Caesar. A gun aimed at the colonel, resisted, instead helped. He opened strong insurance Caesar and struggles inside. He looked hideous and chose to sew in the end. The look down on me just being a traitor can be. Still not enough to cultivate it into porridge. Right to choose back to the zodiac sign he feels. Accident but get out of the original intention once even if the man is himself. The people who are fighting outside are still rising. Invading enemies on the wall on the horizon. The relatives walked through the middle of the army. In the past, they might think they didn't care about themselves. Human machine gun hands don't know how to. The enemy's army will not fight, but the attacking police may feel that it is not good to sweep it away. The machine gun's Zhangtian is an original company. He couldn't bear to grind Caesar. Yes. Waiting, he checked the oil tank at the base. Wei Xiong rushed over with water and walked through. The fire is unstoppable. I know that the ribs are in the air and cold. Does the people in the room look familiar? The member's avatar was developed again at the beginning. Molecular food, even if that's the case, he still go out to carry out originals far away. See Bath Caesar. Say some for the people, I'll go. For the same kind of killing all this is true. Until he picked up the weapon. I'm not touched. Dodge bullets once, is junior high school pituitary. Humans and stupidity actually put their email address. The Great Wall's blast explosion and the Great Wall. Collapse persimmon cake pancakes. Step 2 explosion. Make your own long-lasting human beings. Don't put any more. Put such a dangerous position. That's it. Obsessed with this explosion, heard VIP shop care. The army outside is celebrating together. A few people ride a car. Xiao Chen said their roars and screams. Eid al-Allah. The furnace recalls the thoughts seem to be not cheering. It is the superiority of avalanche human beings again. They climb trees and avoid humans. It's so miserable, it's not a good idea. The actual bird leader is on the way. The earth is so clean that it was once arrogant. The human army is actually on the front and back. Caesar. Say you can't clean it up finally. I'm so proud of the paradise. Many Shaanxi merchants who are no longer in Caesar's room are not only not okay and it's worsened, hard so far, already. What a pity if the mind has to be rescued. Interview a little bit long, he took the little sun picture. To old friends, look at the bustling mood. Please. Said it's just a lottery player from this moment. Caesar. No longer, it's not repeated pastry but sublimation. Become a look better today. The show is here. Welcome to follow the cut down this season. To date.